15 days overlanding through Queensland, Australia with our Land Rover Defender. It's our first time on Australia's east coast and damn, it feels like a different country from the north and the west. We are excited to discover its every corner, from world-famous landmarks like the Great Barrier Reef to hidden mountain gems. Our mission? Go beyond the typical tourist spots and seek out local tips to carve our own unique paths from Cairns to Hervey Bay. From camping on a highway rest area to a paradise tropical beach camp, Queensland, here we come! We are Nick and Mathilde, and we've left everything behind to travel the 7 continents with our Land Rover Defender, the Albatross.
Europe, North America, South America, Antarctica, Australia, Asia, and Africa. A world tour for real. We want to see it all.
This is day 863, and we are in Cairns, Queensland, Australia.
This is the next Meridian expedition.
Over the past few months, we've crossed the wild Western Australia, the rugged Northern Territory, and in our last episode, we conquered the grueling tracks of Cape York. And now, we find ourselves in Cairns. It's time for a new chapter in our Australian adventure, one that takes us to the famed East Coast. More touristy, more populated, but also more diverse. I'll let Nick explain what's coming up this week.
We are driving from North Queensland to South Queensland because our objective is to get to Fraser Island, which they now call K'gari. And along the way, we will be doing about 1,600 kilometers via the coast and via the mountain range. We will be going to check out beaches, we're going to check out the Great Barrier Reef, we're going to go to the Carnarvon National Parks. So we have no idea what it'll look like, so we can't wait. All right, first, we've earned a reset. Cape York completed, and our Land Rover Defender Albatross is covered in mud and dust. Thankfully, friends of the channel, Glenn, Resh and their boys, Oscar, Johan and Zach, offer us refuge to clean up and recharge.
We made it back in Cairns after our expedition to Cape York, and I don't know if you noticed something on Albatross. He was getting a little orange after all of those days on the tracks, and Nick cleaned it, and now we see the white. What do you have to do on the car?
Check all the different oils.
Clean every corner of the car, inside and out, the laundry of the century, the shower of the century.
Exactly. We were in the pool earlier and it felt great. And we're being hosted here by Resh and Glenn and their 3 kids. And it's super cool. Tonight, barbecue night.
Can't complain.
Can't complain.
So we've got Johan on the job. Manager, assistant manager, assistant manager.
So you're the assistant manager of the mechanical affairs of Albo.
We also decided to get rid of our backdoor carrier we had built in Peru last year. And we're getting rid of this bad boy. Gone. Too heavy. We're just gonna carry this box inside Albatross. We spent the rest of the evening enjoying the barbecue, looking at maps with the boys, talking about potential routes for our way south. Nothing beats local knowledge.
The maintenance completed, we leave Cairns at sunset, with golden light streaming across the sugarcane fields. Along the roadside, we witness an unexpected show. Small planes flying over the fields. We couldn't quite find any info on this evening ballet, so if any of you know what's going on, let us know in comments.
As the night falls, we need to find a camp spot. And usually, we find wild camp spots quite quickly. But now that we're on the East Coast, which is a lot more urbanized, it'll be harder to find something. So for tonight, we'll stay at this rest area.
And that's how we take a shower on a rest area in Australia.
Nice! Bye!
Bye.
We're at Hervey Beach, one of the main gateways to the Great Barrier Reef and White Sunday Islands. For Mathilde's 31st birthday, I got her a scenic flight over the Great Barrier Reef. We couldn't pass through the region without seeing it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! We're going to fly above the Great Barrier Reef with this thing.
Nicholas and Matthew.
Cool. If the airplane crashes, then you're welcome to it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, it's not.
Fun fact, technically the Great Barrier Reef is the largest single structure made by a living organism, and it is visible from space. Mind-blowing.
We checked off the major tourist landmarks, but you know us. We love finding hidden off-the-beaten-path spots, so as we drive down the coastline, we explore beaches one by one in search for places not listed in tourist guides. And finally, we score our first win.
This is pretty cool. On our way to Notch Point, there's this 4x4 track, and they say we can stay up to 7 nights, any 21 days period. Alright, well, let's go.
No, Albo was all clean. What did you do?
I gave him his true colors back. You know, this is what we missed. Just these wild spots like this by the beach. This is one of the few reserves where you can actually just camp, and so everyone is doing it, so you're not completely alone. When the Australians find a good camp spot, they really stay for like a whole week. They have their cars pulling a boat, and over there they really set up their caravan with gas bottles, barbecues, and they have all the outdoor games. And then they brought long chairs and there's small chairs. They're well organized.
We have albatross alone, and then nice trees. We even have some palm trees, and in front, in theory, we're supposed to have the whales passing. I don't know if we will see the whales very well. Well, we'll see. The place is called Cape Notch, and I think it's top notch. Ha 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 ha. Hey Nick, I have a joke for you.
What is it?
The place is called Cape Notch. I think it's top notch.
It's called Point Notch, and it is top notch. I agree with you. Good one. Nice.
We're all settled at Notch Point. We really like the spot, so we decided for whale spotting the best was that we stay for a little bit. So we decided we would do a little bit of work. For those kinds of day, I'm answering the question because people always ask us how do we do to stay put, charge all our stuff without having the engine running. So we have a rather small auxiliary battery, so we rely heavily on our solar panels. We have 2 on the roof, and we have 1 plug and play that we can take out the car and like position outside a bit away from the car. So today that's what we did. We plugged the plug and play, And then the second question we got was which kind of solar panel we have. It's hard when you equip your car to know like the brands and everything. So we have Sunwear solar panels. We didn't know at the beginning what to choose, and we had seen recommendations for Sunwear. It's a German company. And so we contacted them, and all I can say is we've been using them for 2.5 years. They're super thin, super thin on the roof of the car, so it really doesn't take any space. And the plug and play, same thing, we just like slide it in the car. It's what allows us to stay put, not drive, work all day, and still have our small auxiliary battery. So now we just stay put and we wait for the whales. Finger crossed.
No luck with whales this time, but we did encounter local wildlife.
And look who came to visit! Little cows! Wild cow. I mean, not so different. Morning, still no whales in the horizon. It's a bit disappointing, but well, they do whatever they want. And Nick is on drone practice, so we have 2 drones, one we really master and a second one that is a bit harder to pilot, and it just cracks me up when I look at him piloting this one because he has goggles and he has no idea.
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's in front of him.
You're making fun of me. Hold on, I'm bringing the drone right next to us while we're talking. There we go. Stop.
It was a beautiful camp spot. I think it's probably one of our favorites in Australia so far. It's all open. This morning I went running on the beach. Paradise, Australia. So now we wrap up and we get ready to go.
And that is 30 minutes of tidying up the Defender fast forward. And we are ready to hit the road. The secret to finding the best spots: always talk to the locals. Luckily, as we head south along the coastline, we have a contact in Rockhampton, a fellow Defender owner who invited us over for the night.
We didn't find whales, but I think we found another Land Rover Defender owner, and we're going to eat at her place tonight.
This is Madeline. How's it going? Good. All right, I'll just. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Should I just?
Ah, there's the Defender. We knew it was that far.
Yeah.
Maddy shows us around her town and gives us some insider tips for the rest of our trip. We end this beautiful encounter and this beautiful evening swapping cars just for fun.
Just met. Oh my goodness.
Madeline.
Madeline. I keep. Sorry, I'm really bad with names. So just met up with Madeline. She brought us up to check out the sunset, and we're doing a car swap. Hey, awesome meeting you.
You too.
I'll take care of
I
yours.
trust
Take
ya.
care of mine.
Yes.
Sounds good.
We can do that.
Cool.
See you down the hill.
See you down the hill.
I have to go to the wrong side of the
Oh
car.
my God, me too.
Yes, see?
Right, you first.
Oh, and I can just try your seats out.
They're awesome.
Backwards.
Everything's backward.
There's so much more car.
Nice.
How was driving the little Landy?
I want a 90, and I love the original steering wheel. Like, it's just like so nice. You feel like you're driving a big truck, so you're just in a 90.
Yeah. So you're saying we should put the original steering wheel back?
Me, I love it. I know you don't like it, but I love the original steering wheel.
Yeah, nice. Cool.
Bye. Bye.
Bye guys. Thanks for having us. See you soon.
We said goodbye to Maddy and Josh this morning. They were super kind. It was really nice to get also all of their tips on Queensland. They've been traveling a lot around the region. And now we're heading to
Oh, I forgot the name, but we're heading to the mountains.
We've explored the coastline, but now we're curious. What lies inland? So we head west, away from the ocean, crossing flat fields, skirting mining sites, and passing the Tropic of Capricorn towards the south. Our destination, the Great Dividing Range, an immense mountain range stretching north to south of Australia in parallel to the coast.
Yo! We're at 830 meters altitude. Probably the highest we've been in Australia. No, that's not true. But it's
Not
already
far.
pretty high for Australia. We've got a neighbor. Look at this, 100% wilderness. Awesome.
It's really beautiful.
The air is a lot fresher, which is nice. And whoa, finally we can find a few hikes.
After so much time in the desert, the cool mountain air and being able to stretch our legs on the hiking trails feels magical. With this new climate and landscape, it truly feels like we're in a different country compared to the north and west of Australia.
There's a rainbow too.
Is that?
Yep. Oh, this is real high.
Oh, nice.
On the hikes, we find water pools, make new friends, and try to spot wildlife.
We're trying to listen to the birds and someone is next to me.
No big tour groups, no crowded parking lots or pricey campsites, just cheap national park campgrounds and a few relaxed Australians. We love the vibe, so we decide to continue inland.
You ready to go to the next place, the National Park of Carnarvon?
Yeah, I like the mountains, yeah.
It's good. And I think the next few months is going to be like this. It's gonna be awesome. Sweet.
That was a long drive, but we made it in Carnarvon National Park. You can see there's gum trees everywhere around. Looks super pretty, so we're quite excited.
Let's go for a hike.
Go for a hike.
Nice. This is great. We're finally in a region of Australia where the temperature is a lot better, but also it's the season. Higher altitudes, more hikes, so it feels like now we can actually throw in the hikes into our activities of the day. We're out of shape, but we're excited.
Talk for you.
You're full of shape? Yep.
Joking.
All right. We have finally arrived. Not the sunset time yet. Looks like we're in Jurassic Park again. A lot of Australia looks like that. No, we should do zip line to the parking lot. That way we're done. We can go shower.
So many kangaroos with babies. Look, even the baby is eating from the pocket.
We are sold to Carnarvon Gorge. The remoteness, the quiet, the cool evenings, it all adds up. As we leave the park, we even find a peaceful Wildcamp off a side track.
When it's bumpy and looks like there's a lot of overgrown grass,
It's usually a good sign.
usually it's a good sign. There's even wood.
That's good.
Yeah, they left 2 logs to make a fire.
Nick does something every time we arrive in a potential campsite. He goes around every corner with the car, and so now he does it and there's no one around, but he also does it when it's like a camping with so many people, and so we end up doing rounds and rounds looking for the best spot.
Just one round.
One big round.
One big round, but just one. And
I call it the round of honor. Honor? Yeah.
that way at least we pick the best spot for us.
We've come a long way from that first rest area, and now we're in a remote, quiet, dreamy camp in the cool mountain air. Queensland is showing us so much more than what's usually advertised. Following local tips, we had head back to the coastline, and arriving at the beautiful 1770 Bay, we are still chasing the elusive whales we missed up in the north.
Welcome to Agnes Water Viewpoint Peak.
Viewpoint Peak? Did you just invent that?
Yeah. Well, whatever you're at. Je vais regarder.
1770 you said?
Oh, mais oui. Welcome to 1770. We're just doing a tiny little loop of the park, which is the end of the coast. And then we're gonna go see if we can catch the sunset.
No luck capturing the whales on film, though we spotted them far out in the bay. But the sunset didn't disappoint. This area is another tourist hotspot, so we weren't optimistic about finding a good wild camp. We remembered a tip about a small national park just minutes away, offering cheap campsites, $7 per person near the beach in the forest. We didn't know what to expect, but it was late and it was our only option. Navigating the sandy tracks through the pitch-dark tropical forest felt like a movie set. Gorgeous and a little bit eerie.
It's cool, huh?
Yeah, really cool. It's super enigmatic in the night.
Yeah.
And we found our campsite for the night.
We're covered by branches of trees all around us, and that's it, just us. This is awesome.
We'd have to wait until morning to see this little paradise in broad daylight.
We have tons of spiders who just like set up shop overnight. It's fascinating how fast they manage to set up like their nets together in just a few hours. There's even one who already like caught something and already wrapped it, ready to eat. Crazy. So now I need to deflate the tires without bothering Lady Spider. It moved.
A pristine beach, tropical forests, and sandy tracks, all to ourselves.
Proof that even in the crowded regions, local knowledge and a bit of courage can uncover special spots. From that early beach rest area in the coastal Eden, we've made incredible progress on this Queensland journey.
We left our campsite in the National Park of Deepwater. This park was recommended to us by someone on Instagram. Thank you so much, because there's no one. It's a beautiful sandy track. You have a beautiful beach. We went this morning. So we're going to make our way all the way down to Hervey Bay using the little tracks, and so far we really like it.
Porfa, deja de llorar. Nada peligroso va a pasar. Me quedo aquí contigo y nunca te voy a dejar. Todas las pesadillas ya se van. Ya nada pasará.
We finally reached Hervey Bay, our destination for these 2 weeks. For the Australians out there, you know what that means. For everyone else, let me explain. Cairns Island, formerly called Fraser Island, is just off the coastline of Hervey Bay. It's the largest sand island on Earth and one of Australia's top adventure destinations. Before heading there, to be truly ready for the sandy tracks, we have one important thing to fix once and for all: the diff lock linkage.
Off. On, parfait.
Ah, see, now it's better.
Off. On.
Hold on. Put it on.
Yeah.
Now it's on?
Yeah.
I think I found our diff lock linkage issue. If you look at that, it's supposed to be perfect 2 times right angle. So this one's pretty good. Look at that one. It's like a 100-degree angle. Now, I don't know
Nice.
if you see it, but now it's bent a little bit the other way, which
That's
is good.
you.
Yeah, see, now if I push, it's really tough. I can't just push. Before I was able to push just with a finger because it wasn't properly engaging. Now I need to So now diff lock works perfectly.
Oh! I can't believe you fixed it.
I know.
Look at him.
Honestly, I'm so excited.
Dirty little worm under the car.
Such a good thing to learn. One extra thing learned. Man, I'm gonna be I could work as a mechanic when I'm done with this world tour. Only for Land Rovers though.
He's born again.
Oh, shower time.
Attention à la porte.
Before you go, smash that subscribe button. Many of you watch but haven't subscribed yet. Hit that button, turn on notifications, and you'll be the first to know when the next adventure drops. Next stop, Cairns Island.
People are gonna think that I'm a rock fan and I'm not. But we're not this sign at all. We're more like this sign, maybe this sign, this sign, this sign.